Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, most merciful. Hello and welcome to a new episode of Teaching English on Dروس Super Goal 4. Before we start, I would like to welcome Mr. Fawaz Al-Aqil, the interpreter to the sign language. Let's start our class today by reviewing the plan or the objectives that we are planning to achieve at the end of this class, inshallah. At the end of the class, students will be able to apply several skills needed for the final exam on some exercises. Also, they will be able to answer comprehension questions based on reading text, and also they will answer some questions based on listening. They will be able also to write a short paragraph with assistance of some helping phrases or questions. The students will be able to spell 10 words correctly. Also, they will be able to identify some tips on how to speak better. We started our enrichment classes, and this is the last enrichment class, as you know, and it is the last class in this semester. And just we want to remind you that when you learn English, that means you learn how to speak, how to listen first, how to speak, how to read, and how to write. All these four main skills need other sub-skills, as we mentioned before. You need to improve your vocabulary, your grammar, your spelling, your punctuation, and your handwriting. So we have 10 skills, not only 4, and if you improve them by receptive skills, by the skills that you receive, like listening and reading, that will impact your ability, or you will improve your ability in speaking and in writing with the same skills. So we always ask you to practice. How to practice? You listen a lot, you read a lot, and if you listen a lot, that means you will be able to speak better. Also, when you read a lot, that means you are going to write better, okay? In our class today, we are going to apply the 7 skills needed in your final exam on some exercises from Unit 3. The title of this unit is There is no comparison. What do you mean by that? That means you cannot compare two things. Two things are not equal. We'll come to explanation of that later on. In this unit, or in this lesson, you're going to make comparisons, and also you're going to state opinions, to express your opinion, and also you will learn how to talk about interesting facts. Okay? This is the title of this unit. There is no comparison. That means two things, you cannot compare them with each other, like weight, like beauty, like any kind of adjective. You use comparison. Sometimes you compare two things, and sometimes you compare one thing to other things. That's what we're going to explain in details, inshallah. As we said here, this is the marks for your final exam, and there are 7 questions. 5 of them are written, and 2 of them are going to be oral. So in your final exam, in your written exam, you're going to have 5 skills. What are they? Guided writing, reading, grammar, vocabulary, and spelling. In a week preceding the final exam, you're going to test your listening ability, your comprehension, your understanding, and also you're going to be examined on the speaking abilities. Okay? We start with the first one, as always, with the guided writing, composition. When you want to write, as we said before, you need to watch your vocabulary, your grammar, your spelling, your punctuation, and your handwriting. Above all, you have to organize your ideas. In your age or in your level, you are asked only to write with guided writing. What do you mean by guided writing? There will be some sentences or some phrases or sometimes some questions that will help you to organize your ideas. Now, we will apply that on one of the exercises that we had in Unit 3. You're going to write about your last vacation. Notice here, last vacation. What does this mean? That means you're going to write about something in the past. So how to write about that? We'll come into details about that. Now you're going to answer, where did you go? Okay, notice here, it is in the past. Where did you go? You have to specify the place that you went to. Then you're going to tell us, what did you do there? What are the activities that you had? Also, you need to compare this vacation to another vacation you took. Okay, you had many vacations, and you want to compare this vacation that you are writing about with other ones that you had before. So the title will be My Vacation. Okay. Also, you need to write about a place or a person or a thing or maybe an animal from a book of records. What do you mean by book of records? A book of records that have distinguished records, distinguished or things that are unique in the world. Nobody had ever done that before. We call it a book of record. Okay, so you write and you will tell the biggest thing, okay, or the best thing, the most wonderful thing. So here we are using comparative forms. No, we are using the superlative form. The best, that means the best person in, for example, athlete, for example, or the best jumper, for example, or the fastest man in the world, and so on. Okay, you need to use also the best form as possible. So here we're going to talk about my vacation. What are going to answer these questions, as we said before, and let's see what are we going to write. This is an example or a model answer for answering this exercise. Look at the words that are written in the red. What can you find from these words? Look here, we have went, was, took, went, was, and another was. What does this mean? That means the writer is telling us about something happened in the past. So he's telling us about his vacation or her vacation. But what about the words that are written in blue, like is, like, and are? This is in the present. When the narrator, when the one who tells a story tells us about something happened in the past, he should or she should write in the past form, in the past simple, for example, or any other kind of tenses in the past. But when he tells us about facts, he can tell or she can tell the sentences in present. Let's take an example here. I went to Pikes Peak in Colorado. Look at how the writer opened his paragraph or her paragraph, started by telling us about the place. So that the reader now can imagine about what the writer is going to tell on what the writer is going to, what are the sentences that are going to support the topic sentence. It was great. This is a sentence. Look how short the sentences are. This is very important. We took a train to the top of the mountains. Okay, we took, so that means in the past. It is the tallest mountain in the state of Colorado. Here, look at the sentence in the present because the writer now is telling us about a fact, not something happened. Look at the sentence here. It is the tallest mountain in the state of Colorado. Now, talking about the peak. What peak? Pikes Peak in Colorado. Before that, I went to the beach on vacation. It was fun, but I really like the mountains. Notice here, it was fun in the past. But now, he's telling us about himself or herself. I really like the mountains. This is a fact about himself. He likes mountains. For me, mountains are nicer than the beach. This is a fact also, not talking about any event in the past. Hiking is more fun than swimming. To him, he likes hiking rather than or more than swimming. So my vacation to the Pikes Peak was better than my vacation to the beach. Okay. Now we move also to reading comprehension. There will be a reading passage. We're going to read and we will try to apply some of the questions that you might have in your final exams. Like for example, if you have the question where, that means that the teacher wants to know the place. So here where means a place. When, here he's asking about time. So when you read the question with when, you have to look for time. When you read the question with who, you are going to look for a person. When you read a question about what, you need to look for a thing. Why, here the teacher wants to know the reason. Okay, the reason why. Also how, you can answer about the way or the method how things are done or how things are prepared and so on. We have also another kind of question that are yes-no questions. Yes-no questions are headed by some of these, one of these, but there are others like is this Ali? Yes, he is. Are these Ali and Sami? Yes, they are, and so on. Also do, does, did, will, would, can, could. When the question starts with one of these auxiliary verbs, that means it is a yes or no question. Okay. Now we're going to read a passage as we said before, And the reading strategy of today is understanding words in context. When you read a passage, you need to read for comprehension, for general understanding. You don't need to know or to be familiar with all the words that are written in this text, okay? Because you can answer, you can understand by reading the text in general, and also there are some hints that will help you. Sometimes you find the answer from your prior knowledge, your information before reading, that will help you predict and guess the meaning of these words. Also, there will be some visuals, some pictures that will help you. Also, the title can tell you about what you are going, about some information, about some vocabulary that you are going to read. Now, our reading passage that you are going to read today, we'll take 2 paragraphs from a reading passage in your book that is in Unit 3. There is no comparison about Vision 2030, Saudi Arabian Vision 2030. This is the reading passage. Okay, you need to listen and read to understand what the paragraph is about and how the writer started writing the introduction to this article. Okay, let's read and listen. After that, we're going to ask some comprehension questions.
The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has a great amount of natural resources, such as oil, gold, phosphate, uranium, and other valuable minerals. But more importantly, it is blessed with the strength, potential, and ambition of its people. The children of the kingdom's family-oriented Islamic society will be the force of the future.
Okay, let's move to the second paragraph, and this paragraph also is mainly about the families, how the families are arranged, and how the families work, and how the families are having their citizenship in this country of Saudi Arabia. Let's listen and read.
Families will receive all the support they need to raise their children according to Islamic values and help them develop their abilities. There will be more libraries, galleries, and museums in different areas. Cultural events and activities will be organized to educate and provide entertainment. Healthcare and education will be available to all citizens, making their lives happier and more secure.
Okay, so let's go to the questions now and find out about the answer. Name some of the natural resources of Saudi Arabia. You might be not familiar with natural resources, but you can answer this question by guessing the meaning, or even without knowing what the words that you are going looking for, what they mean. So here, let's go back to the reading passage. You will be able to answer even if you don't know what it means. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has a great amount of natural resources. So here, natural resources are something. Okay, so here, such as, you know the word such as, similar to, the same. Okay, so here, oil, gold, phosphate, uranium. So you can answer this question even if you don't know what the meaning of natural resources is. Okay, so here the answer is oil, gold, phosphate, and uranium. So this is the model answer, or the right answer: oil, gold, phosphate, and uranium. What kind of society does the kingdom have? Okay, let's go back to the reading passage. Family-oriented Islamic society. Okay, so you have the word society, and you can use the word society from the question as a keyword. What do you mean by that? You read the question and you look for the word that you think is important in the question, and you go back to the reading passage. When you find the word, you can check for the answer, which should be clear, close to this word. Family-oriented Islamic society. This is the kind of society we have in Saudi Arabia. Okay, number 3, what is the force of the future in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia? Let's go back to the reading passage. Here it is very clear also, the children of the kingdom family-oriented Islamic society will be the force of the future. So the children of the kingdom of the kingdom's family-oriented Islamic society will be the force of the future. Okay, so this is the right answer for this question. We go to the second paragraph also. we have another question here. How are children raised in Saudi Arabia? Children are raised in Saudi Arabia. Let's go back to the reading passage. Families will receive all the support they need to raise their children according to Islamic values. So they are raised according to Islamic values. You know what Islamic values? Islamic values are the principles that we believe that we believe as Muslims. So these are called the Islamic values. Next, number 2, how can the vision educate and entertain people? You know, one of the aims of the Saudi Arabian vision is to entertain people and to educate them also. What is the vision doing to achieve that? Let's go back. Cultural events and activities will be organized to educate and provide entertainment. So there will be 2 things, cultural events, okay, and activities. This will help to entertain people and at the same time will educate them. Entertainment and education. The third question and the last one, what are the main 2 reasons make our lives happier and more secure? Let's go to the reading passage, the second paragraph, healthcare and education. These are the 2 important things that the vision concentrates on. So we say here, healthcare and education will be available to all citizens, making their lives happier and more secure. If there is a good education, good healthcare, that means the people in Saudi Arabia will be happier and will be more secure. Okay? So this is the answer. We move to the third section, which is grammar. Okay? And you know, we will want to tell you again that tenses are the most important part of grammar. So look at how the sentence is built. SVO, what do you mean by that? That means the sentence starts with the subject, then there is a verb, and after that there is an object. But the form of the verb is the thing, or that is the most important thing that tells you about the tense or the time of the sentence. Look at the first example here. Ali visits his friends. Okay, that is in the present. When I say Ali is visiting his friends, that means at the moment of speaking, right now. When I say here Ali visited his friend, that means in the past. So the same structure of the 3 sentences is here, but we change the verb visit according to the time. Ali visits every day. Ali is visiting right now. Ali visited, that means in the past. Okay, and you have noticed also how we make it negative and how can we change it into interrogative or question. Okay, also as we said before, this unit is concentrating on comparison. What do you mean by comparison? To check or to compare between 2 things, or like here we have 2 persons, and also to compare one thing to others. Like we call it superlative. Look at the boy here, the other one here, the one with pink shirt is taller than the one with the green shirt. And here the boy with the green shirt is shorter than. Okay, but when we talk about superlative, we can say this guy here is the tallest. We can say he is the shortest, and so on. Okay, here we have an exercise that we need to make the superlative. Look at here the sentence, Jeddah is place I know. Interesting, Jeddah is interesting. But according to the speaker here, or the one who tells us this piece of information here, says there is no comparison. So Jeddah is the best in interesting people. What can we say here? We can say Jeddah is the most interesting, because as we said before, it is a long adjective. But here we have heavy, okay, and we are going to compare gold to mercury, okay. This is mercury and gold. You see, we can say gold is heavier than mercury, or we can say also gold is more expensive, because it is expensive here is a long adjective. And we have some irregular adjectives as we studied before in unit 3. The adjective good here, we can say the best, okay. We can say I think that blue jacket looks. Now we're comparing between the red one and the blue one, so we want to use the comparative form, so we can say better than the red one. So we can say here I think that blue jacket looks better on you than the red one. Another sentence here, summer is comparing to winter, we can say warmer than, okay, warmer than. And dry, we can use also the adjective or comparative form, drier time of the year. Okay, also we can see here a cheetah and what? A horse. Let's see how we can compare them with the adjective fast. We can say, I think cheetah is faster than a horse. But not only faster than a horse, it is the fastest in the world. Okay, you can say here, I think cheetah is the fastest on land. We have two extreme sports. One of them is sailing, and the other one here is skydiving. They all are exciting, but there is one more exciting than the other. This is an opinion. Which is more exciting? You can say, I think skydiving is more exciting than sailing. But there is another person who thinks that skydiving is the most exciting extreme sport ever. Okay. Also, in this unit, we studied how to use so many, and so much. When we want to intensify or to tell how much or how big extent the adjective has, we can say so many for the countable nouns, and we can say so much for the uncountable noun. So can we use here in this sentence so many or so much? It is very easy. Look at the noun here, noise. Can we count noise? No, we cannot. So we can say so much noise. There was traffic. Also traffic is uncountable. We cannot count the traffic, so we can say so much traffic. I have books. Can we say so many or so much? We can say so many, because books here with s, the s here indicates that this noun is a countable noun. We can say one book, two books, three books, and so on. So we can say here so many. Number 4, he spends time. Time is uncountable, so we can say so much time. We can say there are species or species. We can say here there are so many species of animal. Okay, we move to the vocabulary. In this unit, you studied about the name of, you named some of the animals, or you read about some interesting facts, and you studied about this animal. What do we call it? That is a whale. We call it, a shark, a white shark. That is a white shark. And here we have this beautiful animal. We call it the oryx, the Arabian oryx. And this one is Burj Al Arab. You remember that it is the tallest building and the most expensive building. When we studied it in the listen and discuss section, it is called Burj Al Arab. And here we talked also about this one. What does this picture indicate? It indicates football. And this one is American football. Okay, we call it sometimes rugby. And here this ball is a basketball. And here also we studied about what? That is a diamond. Very good. And here also when we talked about Burj Al Arab, and we told you that there are some faucet like water faucet like this one with gold, made of gold. So we call it water faucet. And here also this kind of sport, it's called baseball sport. This one is a falcon also. And here we talk about the World Cup. So these are the most important words that you studied in this unit. And here we move to the spelling. How to spell words. You are going to have some sentences, and there are some words that are missing to some of the letters. Like here, someone needs to put traffic light at this intersection. So here there is a missing letter. What is it? We're going to fill in the spaces after showing these words. So let's answer these questions. Okay. And to find out how we can fill in the space to write the right spelling. So traffic light. So the missing letter here is G. So we can say traffic light. The second one, he didn't see the stop sign. Here there is a missing letter, and you need to notice that this letter is silent, but it should be written. So another G. Was it the driver's fault? The SUV. This is a kind of car. It's called SUV. I broke the machine. Okay, you can tell that S with H make the sound sh sound. So we can say the washing machine. And here we have a suffix called ness that changes some adjective to nouns. The witness here, the missing letter is ness here, N-E-S-S, was relieved on no one was hurt. Okay, what causes? Cause here, C-A-U-S-E-S. Okay, an SUV crashed, also another H to make the sound sh sound. Okay, an SUV, we can say hit a car. So what is it? Is it hit or hit? It is I. It is very clear that from the sound that it is I. And the last one, I am always nervous when I ride. Okay, and we told you before about the clever E. Without the E, you can read the sentence or the word as read. But with the E is a clever E that makes the I pronounced as I. Okay, so let's move to the next, let's clean the board and we move to the next slide. And also the listening section here, when you have a question or in your exam to answer about some comprehension, listening comprehension, you need to be careful to read the questions before listening. Why? Because reading the questions will help you to make an idea about what this listening is going to be about, so that will help you to understand and to guess the meaning of some sentences. Like here, this one here, you remember from this unit we studied about some illnesses. Let's listen now, and you can find out what kind of illness this guy have, okay? This guy has.
Listening. Listen to what is wrong with the person. Write the number next to the correct photo. 1. I moved to a new apartment yesterday. I carried boxes, suitcases, and bags all day. I was really tired last night, but I felt okay. Today, my whole body hurts, especially my back.
So it is clear that he was carrying heavy objects, so he will have backache. Okay. Another one also, you can tell from the pictures without listening also, they will help you to learn and to find out that this person, when he eats a lot of things, that means he is having a stomach ache. So here he has stomach ache. And in the speaking section, as we told you before, when it comes to speaking, you have to be careful about your grammar, your vocabulary, and your pronunciation, how to say things. But also, it is very important also not to think about your mistakes. Even if you make mistakes, you can continue speaking. We call it fluency. You have to concentrate in this stage on fluency rather than accuracy. Later on, when you learn a lot of grammar and structure, you will be able to speak better. But now, you have to speak and you have to express yourself. What are the hints that we are going to tell you about? You need also the big fours. What do you mean by the big fours here? The big four things that will help you to speak better, even in your exam or generally speaking. Use a lot of facial expression like big smile. When you speak to others, smile, okay? That is a very important thing to do, and it will indicate that you are confident and you are relaxed, okay? That will help you also to relax. Use your body to make gestures. Sometimes you don't know how to express yourself better. Making gestures and body language will help to convey a meaning, okay? Also, like here, thumb up, thumb down, and these things will help to express yourself. Talk with a strong voice, okay? Your voice should be strong, but not very loud, that people can hear you. Also, keep eye contact when you speak with someone. When you speak to somebody, you have to look at their eyes. It is very important. That will give you more confidence. Now we are moving to the last part, and this is, as we said before, this is the last class in our semester this year, and we'd like to send some messages of gratitude and appreciation to the persons who were behind the scenes. They're working very hard to make these videos. We'd like to say on your behalf, thank you very much. One of them is Mr. Ali Al-Majhadi, the supervisor. And also we talk about our sign language interpreters, Mr. Fawaz Al-Aqil, and also Salih Al-Ujan. We'd like to say thank you also to the switcher here. We have Adil Al-Dabbagh, and also to the cameraman, Mr. Salman Al-Harabi. Also, we say thank you to the director, the general director, Mr. Muhammad Al-Qahtani, and all the staff of Ain who worked very hard to make these videos. On your behalf, we'd like to thank them. Also, I want to send a special thank to my daughter, Miss Najd Al-Ghali, the one who worked very hard in preparing and doing these slides and also in recording some of the audios. Now here Najd wants to send you a message, okay, a positive message. I want you please to listen to her, and I want you to carry out what she is telling to and how she advises you. Let's listen to what she says.
Hello dear students. As most of you recognize, I was the voice behind your screen. I wanted to share a few words with you, and I hope you take them well. First, I'd like to say that it was a really fun experience, and I can tell that it was especially fun for you. Learning a language can be challenging, but it's worth it at the end. When you're able to accomplish an achievement, even simpler ones like having a conversation, it boosts your development and makes you more confident in yourself. You guys have a very bright future ahead of you. You're filled with amazing potential, and I'm sure you would be able to do anything you set your mind to. We support you, and remember to dream big.
Thank you, Najd. Okay, and also there is another person who participated and helped in making these videos. That is Ibrahim Al-Ghali. Also, we'd like to, on your behalf, to say thank you to him, and he will send you another positive message. Please listen to him if you don't mind.
Hey guys, you might have heard my voice a few times, but I wanted to come here and give you a few words of encouragement. First, I'd like to say that I've learned a lot from this syllabus. It was exciting and fun. Second, I think you will all be successful as long as you keep working hard and striving high. Each one of you has a special gift. Find that gift and use it for your success.
Okay, also we'd like to thank our Ministry of Education for giving us opportunity and trusting us to deliver these videos. Also Ain channel and also Ain National Education Portal. Also we'd like to thank the custodian of the Tohli Mosques, King Salman ibn Abdul Aziz, and his Crown Prince, His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Thank you very much for this prosperity. And we end our class by saying رب اجعل هذا البلد آمنا وارزق أهله من الثمرات. Thank you for watching these videos, and I hope we are successful to teach you to an extent that you learn from us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Goodbye.